jacket on. We're freezing. I'm freezing. I'm really cold. Hi, sweetie. I love you. Hi, Jacqueline. Hi, Cindy. Okay. So for the poinsettia, I'm going to read you the item number. Now you can make your own. You can get small little balls, and you can take floral wire or the floral stems, and you can put them on the ends of it. But you can buy them already done from Craft Outlet. This is what you put in the center of a poinsettia to make it look like a real poinsettia. Alright, you put gold balls. So we'll give everyone a few minutes. I'll get you the item number for this. But this is what you do for to make it look like a real poinsettia, is you use these little balls. They're already attached to strings. Alright? It's like floral wire. Just like if you get a floral wire spray. These are like, they're sprays with little ornaments on it. Alright? And they have the floral wire attached to it. So you most certainly can take the very small Dollar Tree gold balls, and you can take the floral stems and put them through, and you can make your own. But I'll go ahead and give you an item number on this. I'll actually type it in for you, because it came from Craft Outlet. That way everybody knows. So item number number 4. Oh, it's XH21308, and this is for the poinsettia. Okay, so like I said, it's easier if you buy them already done. Alright, and that's what anyone that makes a poinsettia, I've done so many, but to make it look realistic, you use the balls in the center. And I got mine from Craft Outlet. That's what we were waiting for. But if you look real close, just like I said, you can go to Dollar Tree. You can get the smallest. I would get the smallest balls they have. And then you can also go to Dollar Tree, and they do sell the floral stems. And it's just like wire, but it has like a coating over it. And you can hook your balls onto each stem and then put them together and make your own. Alright? Hello, Marie. Be right back. Okay, so we're going to put these up. We're going to go over different ways to do a poinsettia. So the best way, honestly, is going to be using your 8-inch. 6-inch is kind of hard on the hands. If you have arthritis in your hands, you'll get the joint. It's tight. It's smaller. It's tighter. It hurts your joints. So I know a lot of you went and have the Dollar Tree 8-inch 3-ring. Alright. This one is from, I believe this one is from Hobby Lobby. This one, there is 4-ring. This is a 4-ring that's from Craft Outlet. Alright. And these seem to be the best ones. If you see, the center is the smallest in the center, which means you'll need less balls. And you don't want a lot, because poinsettias don't have pollen like that. You want the smallest center you can get. Now grab. So when you look at a poinsettia, they're very small in the center. Alright, so if you have a poinsettia, always go by if you want it to look more realistic. Alright, very small. So you want a small center. So your options you can do is you can take your canvas, and because I'm using one that already has a small center, I get another poinsettia. So I like to look at what I'm making. I do. I'm very particular. Alright, so you can definitely use the 8-inch from Dollar Tree. If you're going to use the 8-inch from Dollar Tree, then you're going to want to take your plastic canvas And you're going to want to cut it out, all right, because you're going to want to add to it, and plus that'll give you something to put if you're going to use foam as a center, whatever you want. That's for Dollar Tree, all right. For the one that I got from Craft Outlet, we don't need the plastic canvas because the center's smaller, all right. So there is a difference. If you're using the one from Dollar Tree, then you're going to need plastic canvas in the center, and you just cut it out in a circle and you place it on with zip ties, one per section. I'd actually do 2. Put 6 zip ties on it, honestly, to hold it on. Okay, so if you're using Dollar Tree, you're going to need a plastic canvas. All right, without, if you decide, hey, I think I'm going to use Dollar Tree anyways. If you decide you're going to use Dollar Tree anyways, and you don't want to use the plastic canvas, then remember it's going to take more balls to fill the center in so you don't see in it. Where with this one, less goes in and it's going to cover your center. All right, you use way less with the 4 ring. Okay, you have some 10. So if you're using a 10-inch, if you're using the 10-inch, Jacqueline, then again with the 10-inch, sweetie, you're gonna plastic canvas. Let me find my 10-inch. I'll go over that with you real quick. Hold on 1 minute. Let me see if I can get one for you. Dollar Trees. 10-inch. Yep, you're going to need a plastic canvas on your 10-inch because I'm looking over there. So you'll definitely need a plastic canvas to go into the center of a 10-inch because it's bigger. And you're going to want to add more mesh, okay? It's less mesh for the smaller frame. But yes, you could use a 10-inch. Just remember you're going to cut probably, let's see, you're going to add, usually add 6, 12. You're going to probably need to cut 20 extra pieces of red mesh for 10-inch, okay? So if you're using your 10-inch, you need plastic canvas to go in the center. You're going to need zip ties, and you're going to need the small zip ties to go around in the plastic canvas. So you can get the really tiny ones from Dollar Tree. All right? And then you're going to add at least 20 extra pieces of mesh. Okay? Double check. Yeah. So if you got some from Dollar Tree that's 8-inch, you can use it, like I said, but I would recommend putting plastic canvas in it, or your second choice, you could use extra balls, all right, to fill the center. So we're using the 8-inch. This one came from Craft Outlet, and it's the 4 ring. All right, and the balls came from Craft Outlet as well. And like I said, you can go to Dollar Tree, get the stems. Where are you looking? Pokemon. It's not in here. It's in the, probably up in the cabinet, sweetheart. You can get these from Dollar Tree, but you'll have to buy the floral stems to attach it onto your balls. You can make your own to go in the center, because you could tie them on, or you can even put them right through the plastic canvas and it goes through, because they're very thin. Alright, so when you're doing a poinsettia, if you want a lifelike poinsettia, alright, now I like to put leaves on mine. You don't have to put leaves on yours. You don't. When you start off in the center of this, though, your first layer is going to be small, alright? Because you notice with poinsettias, you have 6, which it's kind of hard only to do 6 because we're doing life size, so it's going to be more like 8. We're going to try to do 8. But you're going to have a layer of small in the center, and then you have the layer of the larger leaves on the outside. And you can put green around it to give it that Christmas look, alright? A lot of people just buy the poinsettia heads, but you all know there is leaves on a poinsettia plant, alright? Okay. You're excited, Marie? You're so cute. Hi, Billy Joe. Hi, everybody. Hi, Patricia, Jackie. Hi, everyone. I love you. Hi, Patricia. I love you. Cindy, I love you. Lynn, I love you. Definitely need... Cindy, I'm so sorry. I need to call you and talk with you. I love you. All right, so we're going to take our mesh. I'm going to move this down so you can see. I put my jacket on because I'm cold. Sorry, I'm really, really cold today. And we're going to do a poinsettia, and you're actually going to use zip ties. All right? So with poinsettias, they're not hard to do. They're really not that hard to do. You're going to cut your mesh in all 10 by 10 inch squares. All right? And we start off in the center of your wreath frame first. And what I like to do is I like to go corner, corner, grab it, and you're going to twist it. Now, we're going to twist it to the side, ginge. So we're doing half, all right, because it goes small, then large, as far as your petals. So you can go corner, 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 grab. I'm going to take this up. Do not worry about zip ties showing either. This is going to be exactly in half. Alright, your fold is exactly in half. Let me see if I can grab those red zip ties, because you could use, I have some red. I think I have some red left. I might have used them all. Oh, I do. I have red. Whole things. Alright, you can use your white zip ties. The balls will cover it, but I'm real particular. You can get red zip ties from Dollar Tree. Walmart has different colored zip ties. Alright, and you can get the small ones. With these zip ties, because they're so tiny, you're going to end up cutting them with your fiskars versus your zip tie gun. I mean, you can try your zip tie gun, but they pop easy because they're so tiny. If you go to Dollar Tree, they sell these in 100, and they have red, black, green, and white in one bag. Alright, and you'll have to get just maybe 2 bags. I think there's 100 in there. There's 20 red per pack. So you could probably get 2 for $1, and you'll have your red. Alright, so you're going to take this, and this has to go directly in half, your first petal. Alright? First petal, directly in half. Do not worry about seeing anything. Say, oh no, it's not cut. Don't worry about that. The balls will cover over this. Alright? So your first petal. So you're going to take your mesh, corner, corner, grab, pull my shirt up, jacket. We're going to take it under, directly in half, alright, and the reason why you're doing it directly in half is because you have small flower petals in the center and then the long ones in the back. It's not, and you can use the 3 ring. You most certainly can. Thank you. There's 2. So you don't want these to overlap. You kind of want them to lay next to each other. Alright. So we're going to do 3. Don't worry about the gap there. So corner, corner, pinch. I'm going to just make this kind of skinny and then pull it apart once we get it around. Under, directly in half. Alright, you're going to pinch it. Smooth your petals out. Take a zip tie. Like I said, you can go to Dollar Tree, you can go to Walmart and get red too. Little ones. In the plumbing section at Walmart, they have a tub. I think it has 500 zip ties in it. They have tubs of zip ties that have all different colors. They have the little red ones in that as well, right at Walmart. So, alright, so we got 3. See how pretty those petals lay? Do not worry about them flopping either, because you know I have a way to stop the flop. Alright, so that's just 3 per your first bar. I'm also going to push the zip ties towards the back. So if you're using the 8-inch 4 ring, you have 3. If you're going to use the 8-inch 3 ring from Dollar Tree, I'm going to show you. So 8-inch 4 ring has 4 sections. Your 8-inch 3 ring from Dollar Tree has 3 sections, alright? You most certainly can make a poinsettia with this. But you're going to see that you're going to, instead of only 3, like I have, 3 in mine, the section's bigger. You're going to need 5, alright? 5 on bar, 3 for Dollar Tree. For the 4 ring, 3 on bar, 4, okay? So 3 for this one, for your 4 ring, and then you're going to add for this here. Oh, sorry about that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 for this 4 ring, 6. You might even have to do 7 for the 3 ring. It's bigger. It's got a bigger inner circle. Alright. So again, corner, corner, swoosh. Just pull it. Take it under your bar. I'm not even twisting it. I'm just putting it in half. Make sure this lays directly in half. I like to pinch the bottom. I'm taking a very small zip tie. You can still use the white ones if that's, and you can use your pipe cleaners too. Alright, you want to see the leaf. So again, corner, corner, smush. Take it under. Directly in half. Pinch. Zip tie around both. Make sure your flat side's in. I do that all the time. And try to get it as close to the bar as possible. Very beautiful. So normal poinsettia only has 6 petals. But a life size, you're going to need, for a life size poinsettia, you need more than 6. Alright? And a 6-inch frame is so tiny to work with this that it hurts my hands when I do the peacocks. You see it, and it's a lot of work. It does hurt my hands on the 6. But you can do it on a 6-inch frame. Here we go. Corner, corner, squish. Just bring it together. Under. Pull this up. Directly in half. Like I said, the red zip ties you can get at Walmart. You can get a multi-pack at Dollar Tree for $1. I think there's red, black, and white, I believe, in that one. Remember, I used to use a lot of Dollar Tree zip ties. On to our next section. Corner, corner, squish. Under. Zip tie. I don't like working with these little ones. You're so tiny. You can actually go to any electrician place or plumbing place, you know, where you get your parts for your house, and you can find zip ties, and you can also find cable tie guns, because electricians use cable tie guns. That's what the cable tie gun is for. It's not, it was made for electricians. That's what they use. And then in the plumbing section, and the electricity depends, plumbing section is where I find all the zip ties at Walmart. But if you go to an electrician store or a plumbing store, they have zip ties. They also have cable tie guns, some of them. There we go. Alright, corner, corner, squish. Under, directly in half. I like to shape my petal. Right around your center. And again, flat side in. I push the zip tie to the back, over. See how pretty this is already? It's beautiful. I like the eyelash mesh. Okay, so corner, corner, grab it in the middle, just like a bow tie. I love the eyelash mesh. It's beautiful because it glistens. So this is going to be really pretty. Here we go. In half. Directly in half. Zip tie. almost done with the center already. And I will count how many exact petals we use when we're done too. Corner, corner, squish, under, take this up, directly in half, directly in half, beautiful. Take your zip tie, kind of pinch the bottom when you go to get it in. Sometimes it's you need to pinch it, that way it shapes pretty too. Before I put that zip tie all the way on, I shape it, pull that zip tie down, trim any loose pieces as you go, push this under, over. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Corner, corner, crab. Like I said, you could do just the poinsettia without leaves. Some people don't do leaves. I do. I do, but you don't have to. There you go, directly in half, pinch it, zip tie, very bottom, trim, push to the back, squadoosh over. This will be our last one on bar 4, alright? Corner, corner. You can get the 8-inch 4 ring at Hobby Lobby carries it. Joanne carries it. Michael carries it. Craft Outlet. They all carry 8-inch 4 rings. So if you have a Hobby Lobby near you, Hobby Lobby does carry it. I've even found 6-inch at Hobby Lobby. But a lot of people go to Joann's too. They got them. The 4 ring. And like I said, you can use the Dollar Tree. You can use the Dollar Tree. Just make sure you get your plastic canvas. Because you're going to want that extra. You're going to have to cut, you're going to have to put leaves in the center above your bar. In the center, 1 row of leaves. Alright, if you use 3 bars. Let me go over that real quick. Alright, perfect. We're done with the center already. Alright, so let me grab that for you so I can show you. Okay, before we get to our next section, I'm going to explain with your Dollar Tree, because I know a lot of you went and got Dollar Tree when you found it, because it's 2 for $1. You can't beat that. So you're going to cut out your circle. Alright. Just cut it out of plastic canvas. Walmart actually sells plastic canvas already cut into a circle that fits perfect for $1. You can get them at Hobby Lobby for 79 cents a circle. You're going to attach it on here. I really don't want those ends. I want it to kind of be perfect because you need that bar. Alright. So you'll attach these. And this is why you need small zip ties for this. You're going to attach it with small zip ties. around your plastic canvas. And you can still use the wired balls because you can put wire going right through this and put on the balls in the center of this, okay? So you can still do what I'm doing. Alright, this is just a for instance. I'm just showing you how to do this. So if you're going to use your 8-inch from Dollar Tree, you're going to mark it. Make sure that it's cut as close to this as possible, not the way I have it, because you want that bar. You're going to work with that bar, alright? And you do want the smaller zip ties, and like I said, you can get Dollar Tree, so. Alright, here we go. So you're going to go right above, right below bar 3, and you're going to put 3, well this is, let's see, this is bigger section. So let's see, 3, 6, 12. So you're going to go about an inch in, and you're going to put 12 pieces. You're going to take a zip tie, okay, it goes right through it, and you're going to attach your poinsettia, your first petal in here, okay, and you're going to use this one. So if you're using Dollar Tree, you have to use the plastic canvas. You can take a marker and mark it all the way in where you're going to place your first row of petals using the plastic canvas. We're going on to our second row. So your second row, when you put them on, is going to be around the plastic canvas and around the bar. Alright? So if you're using Dollar Tree, plastic canvas is a must. And you attach your poinsettia petals. Go in about an inch in with a marker, draw a circle. And your zip ties will go all the way in the center, 12 of them. Alright? And then you're going to add your next layer, your second layer on the third bar with zip ties. Alright? So it is possible you can use that. Alright, let's get started. So we're going on to our next layer. Now remember, this right here, this is, you have 3. So you have 12 petals on your 4-inch wreath, on your 8-inch 4-bar wreath frame. You're going to take it now and you're going to go corner, corner, squish just like you did those, but now instead of a half, because these have, this is going to connect everything, alright? I'll move this up. Under. And you're actually going to make it, instead of directly in half, you are going to take this right at, see if that's the way I want it first before I tell you. There's a certain way I like things to look, so I'll show you exactly how I do it. Let me get my measuring tape. I should measure it for you. Alright. So you're digging your tail end. With this, take this in just a little more. Oops, I have to find my ruler. I'll measure it for you. In a second. You have stuff. This girl's been busy. Alright, I'm gonna roll it by. I'm gonna roll it. There we go. So your fold that goes in, I actually am taking it 1, 2, 3, 5 inches. So instead of going half and half, directly in half, you're going halfway up. It's exactly 5 inches, your fold at the bottom. Alright? So this should be 5 inches. You're going to take the petal in front, just the back of it, to the petal in the back. I call this tail's end. You're going to take your zip tie, attach your zip tie with the tail of the petal in front onto the petal behind it. Alright? You can always just take it up, push that to the side, and this is what we call tail's end. As you can see, it doesn't flop because you're attaching your other petal to the back of the petal in front of it. That keeps your flower from flopping. Alright? So there's one. I'm very particular on poinsettias, on how we do this, because poinsettias, you can ruin it if you put too many petals. And if you place them the wrong way, you can actually ruin it. Again, corner, corner, squish. Best way, once you do your first one, that way you don't have to keep measuring your tail. Best way to know is you take it, should be the same size as the one next to it. That's how you can measure it without needing a measuring tape. Take it, the one in front of it, take the tail, and take your tail to the petal. It's called tail's end. And came up with that 3 years ago. We do all our flowers. About 2 years ago, I started showing everyone on YouTube how to do this. There we go. Pull it. Clip, push to the side, again, no flop. That's how you can use any type of center on this and not have to worry about flopping. You can hang it up on the wall and it's not going to flop down on the side. That actually holds your petal in. Alright, and I call it tail's ends. Okay, we're going to go again. Where did we leave off? Right here. Corner, corner, squish. Feed it through. I'm very picky about the way it looks, so I always straighten mine up once it's in. There we go. Measure it to the one next to it. Take the tail in front from the first petal. Take your zip tie, under, around the tail of the first petal, around the whole petal all at one time. Perfect. I always rub my... You're probably like, she's crazy. No, I like to see how it looks. Alright. Beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. On to our next row. So again, corner, corner, crab, perfect size, tail from the first petal, zip tie around the petal, and take that tail. Make sure you get that tail in from the petal in front of it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's already starting to look like a poinsettia. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, sweetheart. Aw, give your mom a kiss for me, sweetie. I love you. Hi, Janet Johnson. Hi, Judy. Evelyn. Marie. Teresa. Hi, everyone. Corner. I love you. Corner. Corner. Squish. Where do we leave off? Right here. Take the petal under your bar. Make sure that it's the same size. They're 5-inch tails in the back. It's halfway up the petal. It actually goes halfway. But you still want to make sure they're the same size to make an even poinsettia. So take the petal in front, take that tail of the petal in front, take the whole petal you just put on, zip tie, take it around, all the way around. We're going to be doing a lot. Oh, so in our group, so you know, I have a new daffodil. I sure do. I have a new style daffodil that we're going to be making on here, not on YouTube. Push this to the side. I like to push mine down and shape it. Okay. But yeah, we have some flowers. We're going to be working on flowers in here. I think it'll be fun. And the daffodil I want to do is, you know, the traditional daffodils. They're orange and yellow. They have the orange middle and then yellow on for the petals. So they have some of the petals go up and then the daffodil, the petals go down. But you see them. Some are all yellow, some are all orange, but the one that's the original is actually yellow and orange. It's beautiful. There we go. And we'll do a tulip too. Corner, corner, and a Delilah, because Jackie asked for a Delilah. Corner, corner, squish. Stick underneath. Oh, you just want to be a bum today. There you go. Yeah, make sure that this is shaped. You could lose your shape when you pull it through, so again, push it out. Make sure it's the same height. Perfect. Take the petal from the front. Take this one, your zip tie. To the side. I like to shape mine. Beautiful. Did I skip one? Nope. Alrighty. Wow. I only have 4 left to do. This is fast. Fast, fast, fast. There we go. Again. Corner, corner, grab, just like a bow tie. And leave off right here. Take it under bar 3 or bar 2 if you're using well, it would be bar 1. I mean 3, because you got to use the plastic canvas. There we go. Under. Perfect. Tail from the first petal. Zip tie. The side. Alright, go into our next bar. Our next section, I mean, sorry. Some coffee. Hubby spoils me. He knows I like hot coffee. There you go. So, corner, corner, grab it like a bow tie. Under the bar, and move that zip tie to the side so it doesn't catch on my petal. Alright. Pull it through. Fold in half. Make sure it's the same size as the one next to it. It's a 5-inch tail I'm doing. Take the, open up the petal in front of it. Take the tail and the whole petal. Take your zip tie. Cut. Push it over. Beautiful. We're halfway done. And the third bit, you'll see why we're doing 3. Okay, there's a reason why we're doing 3 and not just 2, because you can make a poinsettia, which is this, but having laser eyelash, you need a little more, it needs to be a little bit thicker. So you'll see how I do the next petal. Alright, so fold, corner, corner, squish. These are 10 by 10 inch petals. See where I left off? Like, where did I leave off? Right here. There you go. Did I skip one? I sure did. Oh, it's right here. It's a little bit too long. Just, there we go. Same size. Petal in front. Take the tail. Take this whole petal together with the tail from the petal in the front. Take your zip tie. Go completely around. Trim. Push to the side. I like to flatten mine, shape it, and trim any loose pieces. On to our next one. Wow, that was fast. We only have 3 more and then we're on to our 3rd bar. Okay, here we go. Grab these over here. I mesh curls on me, but it's at the end of the, you can tell when you cut what's at the end of the roll and what's not. At least I can. There you go. Corner, corner, squish, bow tie. Bar 2. Push that zip tie to the side. That way it doesn't catch, and then you can push it back when you're done. Take it under, around that bar. Sure it's the same size. You can tell just by doing that. Like I said, I do take the heated tool at the very ends of the flower, so we'll go over that too. And I seal these. You gotta seal your flowers. Take the tail of the petal in front, zip tie, oh, come on. Where'd you go? There we go. Push it to the side. There we go. Just 2 more. See how it's looking like a poinsettia now? There we go. Corner, corner, grab. Push zip tie to the side. lavender. I always measure next to it. Perfect. Tail from the front, first petal. Zip tie. All the way around. Cut to the side, over. So our last one, then we start on our next row. Corner, corner, squish. Slippery fingers. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to go over options before we get to our next petal. Alright, so if you are making a poinsettia with standard red, or you're doing a thicker, something where you don't see through it, like this, because eyelash mesh has eyelashes, and you see the eyelashes. You can actually stop at 2, but because we see through the end, the poinsettia, this part, I can actually see through it. And if you're going to add green to make it a Christmas poinsettia and make it pop, you know, the emerald green really makes it pop out, and it's beautiful. And you don't use a lot. It's going to show through this and discolor this, alright? So, that's why I used 4 bars, because our next petal, all you're going to do is going to line up with this and make it a deeper red. So, let's start and I'll show you. So, if you take everything I'm using, if you do it exactly the way you put your petals on here, and if you're using your 4 ring, alright? Remember I said at least 60 to 80? You don't need that if you do it like this, alright? Because you don't have to cover that up. If you're not going to use certain centers on this, then you're going to want it tighter. Then you would add more. That's why I said 40 to 60. But we have 12 and 12 is 24, 36 pieces of red. Alright, so I said it's a lot less than I normally would use. But I'm trying to make it look exactly like a poinsettia and do it in unified. Now, I usually use a 10-inch. When you use a 10-inch, you're going to add. So when I have 36 here, you're going to have 36, 12, 48, another 12, 52, yeah, you'll need about 60 pieces for the 10-inch. Alright, that 2 inches makes a big difference in how much mesh you use. So you would need at least 60 pieces. Alright, so here we go. Because it's bigger. Remember, it's bigger. Alright, so now with the third third part of the poinsettia. Again, you're going corner, corner. You're going to squish it in. I'm going to lift one petal at a time when I do this. Alright? I want you to see how I'm doing it. So I'm going to take this, you're going to go under bar 2. And you're actually going to fold this where it's the same exact height as the petal behind it. Same exact height. No difference. So you're going to fold it where it just layers underneath. So it gives it that nice deep red for the poinsettia. Alright? So remember, poinsettias only have two. They have the middle and then they have the end. That's two different pieces of the flower. The flower petals, one in the middle and the one behind it. Alright? Like when I make my magnolia, it's really not a lot of petals. Alright, so same exact thing you did for bar 3. You're going to take the tail of bar, the one in front. You're going to take the whole petal. Like I said, it's going to be exactly the same height. Take your zip tie, and again, go around the tail's end and around your flower petal. Alright. This is going to give it that deep, beautiful red that you want. Alright. There we go. If you're going to do this in all red and no green petals, then you're going to need, again, it's 12, 12, 12, and 12. Alright? There we go. So that would be 48. Yeah. Here we go. Corner in. Squish. I'll add it up for you when I'm done. So 12 times 4 if you're going to do it all red. Right. So we're going to go on to, again, bar 2. Take it under. Make sure that it is exact height as the one in front of it. Nice, deep, beautiful red. Alright? You're going to take the petal, the tail's end of the one in front, with the petal you just placed on. Take your zip tie. Go completely around. Cut and move over. So now, if you want to put green on, you can add green at the ends to give it that kick. If you want it really, really full, do the same thing I did with your third petal. You just put it behind it. Same exact height. Poinsettias don't have a lot of leaves, a lot of flower petals. There's 2 layers. That's it. Alright, so you only want to see 2. Magnolias. As most of you know, I do really beautiful magnolias. It's a 2-petal flower. Well, wait. 1, 2. It's a 3-petal flower. Here we go. But it's very simple. Well, it's really not, because I do a lot of, it's a zip tie flower. Corner in and grab. It's one of the harder ones, it is. Alright, here we go. Where did I leave off? Over here. Up. Take this. Go under your bar. Again, that tail is the same exact height as the one behind it. It's 5 inches. Alright? Take the one in front of it. Make sure that it's the same exact height. It is. Take the tail with the petal you just placed on. Grab it. Zip tie around the tail and the petal. So, like I said, if you're not going to you're not going to put anything in the center and you just want to decorate around it, this is the perfect way to make a poinsettia. Alright, because it doesn't flop. And that keeps it from flopping. There you go. Beautiful. Nice. Very red. The color's very, very dark. Much better. There you go. We got 9 left, and then we go to the green. And what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to put the gold in the center and see if we want to add the green. I like the green, but we're going to see if we're going to do, we'll see. Here we go. So, corner, corner. I love the green. Emerald green. It gives it a little kick. Push. Just like a bow tie. Up. Under. Pull it. Should be exactly the same height. It is. Happy, very happy. Tail. Zip tie. And if you cut your mesh already, don't worry, because we'll use the leftover in another craft, so don't worry. There we go. Over. Beautiful. It's a pretty poinsettia. Gorgeous. See, I can see the difference. You can see through here, and over there, you can't. So it does make a difference. Very, very beautiful. There we go. Again, corner, corner, grab in the center. Push these. I like to push these up while I'm working. Alright. This goes under the bar. And that one's a little bit longer, so I measure it. Perfect. We'll do the floppy test when I'm done so you can see it doesn't flop. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. Perfect. Very pretty. Yay. Corner, corner, squish. Bar 2, 5-inch tail. Make sure it's the same height. If not, pull it up. Make sure they lay right on each other. Perfect. Take the tail from the one in front. That a little bit tighter. There we go. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not tight enough. Yeah. On to our next. So far we got half of it. There we go. Half of it has the 3 layers. It's the top half. No flop. No flop. No flop flop. This is your 2 layers. So you can tell. See how you can see through this at the top? Now turn it to the 3. You can't. It's darker. Alright, so it does make a difference. Alright, there we go. It makes a major difference. I dropped some of my mesh, sorry. Alright. So take it again, corner, corner, squish, bow tie. I like to lift mine up, the ones I'm working on. See, that told me that I was done because I went to lift it up. Are you kidding me? I only have, oh no, I got 3, 6, yep. What's going on? Alright. So take it. Again, we run under. There's the tail. One in front needs to be just a little bit longer so you can adjust it. Not too much. There we go. Perfect. Push that up. Take the tail from the one above it of the flower. Take a zip tie. Zip tie. Go around. I hear the baby laughing. So it's around the tail from the petal in front around the whole petal. Push it to the side, shake it onto our next one. Up. So flowers can be competitive, but once you start doing them, it becomes second nature. It really does. Corner in, pull, bow tie. Under your bar, bar 2. Remember, I start at bar 4 when we do the flowers. We start at the inner circle of the frame. Okay, so make sure it's the same as the one in front, petal length, which it is. Take the tail from the petal in front, zip tie, they make longer red ones. I just don't have any. To the side. Beautiful. Got 4 left. Corner, corner, swish, bow tie. We're on our last section. Yay! There we go. Down. Petal in front. Should be same exact size. Same exact size. Move it up. Take the tail from the petal in front around your flower petal. Zip tie around the tail and the flower petal at the same time. Well, I'll show you at the end everything and we'll go over it again. That way, because I know tomorrow everybody will be making poinsettias. It's a popular flower. There you go. Over. Thought there was 4 left. Yep. Like, okay, I thought there was 4. Can tell I wear glasses. There we go. Corner, corner, and I don't like this one. It curls too much. Sorry. They can over curl. Here we go. Corner, corner, grab in the center like a bow tie. Take this under. Needs to be adjusted just a tad bit. Tail from the one in front. on and smooth it out. So I always grab these. You see me grab it all at once. I'm smoothing it out, shaping my flower. I cut way too much, but again, I'm going to be using red in a couple pieces, so I'm good. There you go. Corner, corner, push. Just cut these little pieces off. Little straggles. I don't want that. Flip up. Take it under your bar. One in front. Just a tad more. Alright. Taking that tail. Zip tie. Yay. There we go. Last one. Corner, corner, push. Trying to see what side will look better as the petal. Yes. When you do that, you can look at each side when you do the bow tie and see what side forms your petal the best, and then use the other one as the back, the tail, when you pull it through. Right? Because sometimes one side it won't look so great. I always look at which side looks best, and that's the one that I have on top, and then the other one's in the back, the other side. Okay, so I'm going to show you the poinsettia with just the red. I'm going to put the balls on, and then I can add the green. Green doesn't take that long to do, so you can see it. Because I know some of you just want to do just a red poinsettia. I want to do green on it, so I'll add green. I'm going to do the center first, though. Alright, so this is what a typical poinsettia looks like. You have your small here, and then you have your second one there. It's not a lot of petals. It's your little petal in front, big petal in the back. That's your poinsettia. It's not like a daisy or anything like that. And we're trying to mimic a real poinsettia. Okay. Alright. I'm going to take the balls. This is the fun part. This came from Craft Outlet. Like I said, you can make your own. I'm going to take this and see if I want to add more than this in it. So let me know. Actually, that's perfect. Alright. So you put them in. Going to twist them all together. This is the amount I want. I'm going to twist them. Okay. Like a bouquet. Just like a bouquet. Take it. All I'm doing is just moving my petal over. Going to the other side, moving that petal over. Take it. Pull them up. Take it under, move this petal. That's why when I work with zip ties are the best. They are the best. I'm going to take it over here. All it is floral wire on a stick. That's it. And take it. Bend it down. And I'm going to do one more just on top. Yep. Alright. I want to do one more to make it real full. Just on top. Take this under here. You can twist each one on. If you want to take one at a time and twist them on, you can do that. Just a lot of work. I twist it because I always cover my backs anyways. Alright, so I'm going to take just one more, poke it down the center, in between. It's all bend in. Like this. Like I said, you can put one at a time in here. You'll get aggravated. I do them in bunches. And I cover my back, and I always put a bow at the top. Just something to hang it on the door or a knob. Twist it in. Like I said, you can make your own. You can even take foam, and you can glue in little balls on a foam, and then put it on, glue it onto your plastic canvas. Alright, and twist these in. Shape these around on them. Alright, so here's your poinsettia without any leaves. Alright. I'm going to add some emerald green, just to give it a little bit of contrast to pull it out. You love the round ornaments? Yep. See how easy that is? And that's a poinsettia. So we're going to add, and you don't need a lot. I told you to cut 20, but honestly, you only need 12. I came up with I was looking at a poinsettia today, and I said, oh my gosh, I am not going to do my normal poinsettia. We're going to do something a little bit different, less product. And I want it to look exactly like a poinsettia, so. Alright, so we're not going to take too much, just enough just to hit the outside. So you need 12 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9, 12. Alright. So on the back side of this, you're just going to take it, and you do not want, it's not leaves like a regular flower. It should only highlight the red. Just highlight it, not overcome it. Alright? So you're going to take it, again, corner, corner, squish. And you can actually probably get away with not even having that much. But we're going to do it a little bit different. And take it under, same thing. We do not want it to flop. These are non-floppable flowers. My flowers don't flop. Flowers don't flop. Highlight it. You only want it to be about 1.5 inches on the end, alright? You're highlighting it. That's all we're doing. Highlighting it with some green. You don't want to, and you can also watch, I'll give you another way to make a petal. See if it'll, they also do this side by side, but if you do side by side, problem is with that is it's not long enough, so it's best that you do just like what we were doing. With this, I'm going to use the white though. Alright, so take it. This is really easy because all you got to do is flip it over. Take the tail, go over to the front, make sure that it is not too long, just enough to give it highlight. Enough to see it, not enough to take away from it. Alright, so it goes to the crease of my finger. Take the whole petal, take the petal behind it, turn it over. I see just a little bit of green, perfect. Take your zip tie. I like the smaller zip ties, so we're going to go, when it comes to flowers, I prefer the smaller ones. Alright, so you're just going to go all the way around it now. Watch. Just enough to give it a highlight. Corner, corner, squish, under, tail up, tail from behind. Make sure same size. I'm going to use the little red ones. I had little green ones too. I think I used them all. Yeah, I think I used those. All of those last year. So these are green and blue. It's just better, and you can buy the green little zip ties that go on the back if you want to. Nobody's going to see it. I cover the backs. There we go. Corner, corner, grab. Under. Make sure they're the same size. They are perfect. That's about a 5-inch tail. Same as what we used on the first petal. Remember, it goes up a 1/2 inch. Same size petal, but you have just that 1/2 inch above it, so you see it just right. it's not too much. There we go. You can also do 4-layer red if you wanted to. I like to put the green, like I said, but you can do all red. If you want an all red poinsettia, no green, you can do that. There we go. Over. Corner, corner, squish. Under. One behind it. Same exact size. I'm good at this. I can tell just by sight that they're the same. I've been doing them for so long. There we go. Make sure you always grab the tail from the petal behind. Otherwise, this will flop. And I don't like floppy flowers. Frumpy flowers. When they tilt over and flop, and you get so upset. Like, why isn't it staying up? That's why. Got to do the tails. Tails is what holds it in. Corner, corner, squish, under, perfect. Double check. There we go. Corner, corner, squish. Under. Sure, I like to shake my petal too. Perfect. Tail from the petal behind it. Now, Walmart, you know the lights I use? They sell those lights I use, the wired lights in red. So you can literally put red lights into your red mesh and highlight the whole poinsettia. But remember, fire hazard if it's going outside. Just remember that. But yeah, you can put red lights in it and light the whole poinsettia up, and it'll reflect off the gold and make it, it'll just make it pop. It really is beautiful. So you can, red lights, because you put it into, you weave it around the flower petals itself, around the red. The red will reflect off the gold, and it reflects off of the eyelash because it has metallic in it. Alright, that's why it's so shiny. It'll reflect all of it. It'll be a bright, beautiful poinsettia. Really pretty. But they have red lights right at Walmart. The wired ones. And those are the ones I like working with. But yes, you can get red lights. Put it in your poinsettia. Move this in so it doesn't scratch anyone's door. Always move these to the side. You can even move them in all the way. Alright. There you go. Corner, corner, rub. Under. Tail from the petal behind it. Before I put that on. Perfect. Zip tie. push it to the side. We only have 4 more. And then we made a whole poinsettia. There you go. Corner, corner, push. Make sure I can see it. It's 1 inch higher than the one below it. There you go. Again, corner, corner, pull. Emerald green is beautiful. It's just beautiful. People stop using emerald green, and you know, traditional Christmas is red and emerald green. At least in my house it was. And my grandparents, same thing. She always had red and always had something that was emerald green that she put somewhere to highlight her decor in her house, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Traditional Christmas, emerald green and red. Got 2 more, that's it. There you go. 2 squish. Under, tail up. And make sure that's off, just should be like an inch where you could just see it. Not too much, just a little bit, very little bit. Sure I got it? I did. I got the tail. I was like, Carmen. Yeah. Yay. Should make sure you got the tail in there. I got it. There you go. Last one. Corner, corner, push. I like this side better. Aw, well, I love you. There you go. Again, about 1 inch, grab the tail, take a zip tie, and my hand's starting to hurt. And beautiful. Perfect. Here's your traditional poinsettia. Just a hint of green everywhere. When it's sitting up on the wall, did you see? I do spray this. This will flatten down. You're just going to see the edges of green. Not a lot, just the edges. And that's a poinsettia. Hi, Melissa. So this is just the very edges. We're probably going to change it, our time to 7, Melissa. But See? So